episode of Nutrition Tips and Fitness Bits, and we're really lucky today because our special guest is...
Hey guys, I'm Mike Adleski. I'm a program manager over at the rec department, right across the parking lot. I'm in charge of a bunch of the fitness programs, just a bunch of summer camp programs and stuff, but we do like a lot of adult fitness programs over there, and a lot of the stuff we do is geared towards people that are sitting at a desk all day. So that's just going through a couple of exercises today, just a couple of things you can do seated in a chair at your desk when you get home, when you're sitting down watching TV and stuff, just to help you feel a little bit better from being kind of cramped up in your little cubicle box all day long, kind of pushed up against a keyboard and stuff.
Well, we're excited because a lot of us do have to sit at our desks all day. So why don't we get started?
Exactly. So, all right, first then, yoga class before, this is just a seated cat-cow stretch. So a lot of times people are sitting at a desk all day, staying all cramped up and stuff. It's just kind of stretching out everything that gets a little internally rotated, gets a little crunched up, kind of being at a keyboard and leaning forward too much. So first thing we're going to do is just sit up nice and tall, and the first little move we're going to go into is I'm going to let my shoulders just kind of round, let my chin tuck, and I'm going to try to arch my upper back as best as I can. So the goal is to kind of move your shoulder blades kind of out to the sides and forward as best you can. We're going to hold this for a second or two, then we're going to sit up nice and tall, squeezing our shoulder blades together, trying to create as much distance between the top of your head and the top of your hips as you can. Just get as tall as you can, squeeze everything together. We're just going to go ahead and round forward one more time. Just letting that chin tuck, letting that back arch. Just going to hold this for a very scientific 2 Mississippi count. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall one more time. Shoulder blades together nice and tight. And then just relax back down to that kind of normal neutral position. Kind of upper body, just like spine lengthening, torso, kind of decompression stretch here. So I'm going to scoot all the way back in my chair. I'm going to be up nice and tall, shoulder blades back, just keeping a really good posture. I'm turning to my left side first, so it really doesn't matter which way you go, we're going to do both sides here. So I'm going to turn, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to reach across, grab the outside of my left leg. I'm going to turn with my left hand, kind of grab the outside of that chair, and when I turn, I'm trying to just turn my shoulders as best I can. Try to keep your lower back as neutral as you can. You're trying to keep that in like a straight, good position. You don't want to twist too much at your hips. Just a big turn. Again, just hold this for a couple of seconds. Take a couple of big, deep breaths. Just still trying to sit up nice and tall. Then we're just going to turn nice and slow and just go all the way over to the other side. So I'm reaching my left hand across, outside of my right leg, grabbing the back of that chair with my right hand, up nice and tall. Might get a couple of cracks and pops. It's like a free chiropractic adjustment. This is a good one too. Good, good, good. Again, it's just enough to take a couple of deep breaths and bring it right back to the middle. All right, guys, last little stretch I wanted to go over. A lot of times, a lot of these muscles in the top of your hips start getting really, really short, especially if you're just from sitting all day. Hamstrings get tighter, and leaning forward makes it even worse. So we're going to do a really good piriformis stretch. What you need to do to get in position for this one is grab your ankle. You're going to put it right over top the knee of the opposite leg, and then the goal is to get that lower leg parallel with the floor. So if you can get in that position there, and this is relatively comfortable, all you're going to do is keep a really good posture up top, and then just pull yourself forward just till you feel a stretch. Then when you get here, you can move around a little bit, especially the more you sit, the tighter this is going to feel, and then the more you do it, the better it's going to feel. So this is one you can kind of sneak in while you're still sitting down at your desk, while you're sitting around watching TV at home, stuff like that. Just going to hold this position again just for another couple of seconds, and then you can go ahead and relax nice and slow out of that one. Sometimes
isn't that stretch right here on like the outside of your leg that you feel?
Yeah, you're going to feel it.
That.
Yeah, you're going to feel it on the outside of whichever leg of the foot you have up on top of the other leg. You should anyway. That's the get over there, get a good stretch, and you can just kind of turn your shoulders a little bit. Find some different sticky spots in there and work your way through them as best you can. A good rule of thumb for these is probably about like 30-45 seconds, just constantly just slow moving around. And then you can go ahead and relax with that one. Again, nice and slow. It's easy to get stuck in there, especially if you're really tight. And then, yeah, that's a really good way to stretch out your piriformis.
Thank you, Mike, for coming and helping us out with some of these exercises. It should help us feel a little better at our desks all day.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Great. And remember,
eat healthy, be active, and live tobacco-free.